My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko had the power of Seal of Orichalcos. I know it doesn't have the full name of Seal of Orichalcos, oh, but let me get into the Seal of Orichalcos part. It's from Yu-Gi-Oh, where in the anime, when the loser loses a battle, when the seal is activated, it takes this person's soul away. So but in modern day, like the right now, it's just a Yu-Gi-Oh card that allows you to have more attack points. It's not the best card in modern day or modern game. So in this what if, I was taking the power from like the Seal of Orichalcos and giving it to someone that can wield its full potential, Alt or Zuko. So yeah. So now we got that out of the way, and I'm also adding Zumi to this what if to balance it, make it way more longer than it's supposed to be, because I was gonna be like, oh, once he was born, the seal was activated and it killed everybody. But I need light, like someone's kindness, mixed with someone's darkness. So yeah, let's begin with them being born and of course, at age of 4, they were. I said there. Please put on subtitles before I forgot to mention. So, yeah, Zuko was, of course, and Zumi were at the court doctors. Here. And the court doctor told Zumi that she already has a quirk called fire manipulation. And then she's happy about it. But you, Zuko, on the other hand, you do not have a quirk. But then when they left, his parents abandoned him. Then his power grew. Feeds off of his negativity of sadness. Everyone made fun of him for being so pathetic. Over 11 years, it came to his darkness. And that's All for One recruited him as a super soldier that can be wielded. This is what he said to All for One. You'll be my vessel, Zuko. Oh, now, because I know you have the power of Seal of Orichalcos inside your body, inside your soul. It is corrupting you. whom they soon you'll be the one major monster. No one knew who you are. Negativity in your darkness is consuming your human personality. You're turning into a monster. Understood? That's, yeah. So so actually, that was only 10 years ago. Or no, yeah, 10 years ago. Then when Zuko was at 15, he was a leader of the League of Villains. Villains. Yeah. So then, yeah. So let's do all the way to like hero killers, or no, the USJ thing. Because Zumi got class 1A because she already has 2 quirks. One for all and her fire manipulation. As 13 says to Mr. Ozawa, why is there a kid standing right in the middle? No. Hey kid, you should not be here without... The honored guests. We've been expecting you. Oh. As the 13 looks over, or actually Mr. Ozawa says, we. As they see a portal opens up behind him, as a bunch of villains and Nomus comes out. So, yeah, as everyone as Zumi is wondering why Zuko is doing this. As she looks into his eyes, and she could tell it's not her brother. There. He's consumed by... As Kirigiri tells them that she is correct. He is consumed by his own power, his own rage, his own hatred. When our master, recruited him as a leader of the... He could tell that he was destined to rule the world. Because your brother, Zumi, his power was Seal of Orichalcos. As everyone was in shock. As they could not believe him. Now, And Zuko looks like that. Or, like, he had the same pose. So, yeah, Sorry if you're hearing my dogs barking. Sorry about that. Yeah, so, basically, yeah. As as Mr. Ozawa was gonna, or, like, he took out most of Zuku's evil gang thing. As he froze, as he saw Zuku's cruelty, your power, or your quirkless. Yes, your quirk has no use against someone that has power. Or Mr. Ozawa, as he slams his fist against Mr. Ozawa's chest, sending him flying backwards. As Zuku's hatred grew every day. Imagine how painful that would have been. And so his cruelty spread like wildfires. As then All Might shows up to do like his dramatic pose thing. As there was two Nomus, the Shiraki-sen and that big dumb brute one. I forget his name. Don't judge me. So this one, Zuko tells him to attack All Might. As they do the things. And then the rest of our pro heroes will show up. As Zuko, or actually, let's say Zumi says, "Why are you doing this, brother?" As Zuko ignores her. But then he responds by saying that as half his eye turned to green, as he tells her that he's sorry, negativity, or I finally have a power to. But as he smiles at her, he did cover one eye. As he smiles at her, not a vicious smile, it's the no matter what will happen, and I'll always be your brother. As he hugs her, okay. as a sniper shoots him in the legs like how he did with Shirakisan from Cannon. As he's ignoring the pain. Now, Seal of orichalcos, destruction blaze cannons. As they see one, or no, they see more than one. They see two big ones. As they were aiming right at or like creating a barrier. And they shot cannons out of them, like shoots lasers right out, as they were destroying the entire USJ. Like kaboom, kaboom, bang, bang, boom, boom. Yeah, it was terrifying. Every pro hero was evacuated as Kirigiri teleports Zuko away back to his world, or back to the villain's base. So at the USJ, Zumi was in the corner, leaning against a building. She was crying. She's blaming herself. Oh. So, yeah, then as most of the students that saw her brother, how he looked, as Bakugo can't believe that his own friend became his enemy, like became a villain. As Bakugo sat right next to her. Did he say something to you about? Yeah, he did. He said to me quietly, he said that no matter what, I'll always be your brother. That's what he's told me. That's what Zumi said. And he also said that if you see Bakugo, tell him that no matter what, I'll always still be his friend, no matter what. As Bakugo is tearing up, as they could not believe that, as everybody, all the class on the was around him. As Momo brought up a question of your hey Zumi, are you doing okay first? Yeah, it terrifies me seeing your brother or seeing your brother went from being a happy, cheerful guy to being a complete villain. Sorry, I had a thing going. So yeah, So Zuko ends up, or so Momo finally asks her question. What was your brother's power? You said he was quirkless, but what is his power actually? Well, based off of what the his attack name is, Seal of Orichalcos, it must be that Seal of Orichalcos. Well, when when every student heard, or even including the detective, says, "Wait, the most powerfulest power in the universe chose your brother?" Yeah. I, I, as she starts to tear up again, and as she can't think of the why. Eh, eh. And the detective says, "I know that you're, at least you know him." Hmm. Eh. So tell me that, and yeah, because in this alternate timeline, Bakugo did not give Zuko the nickname of Deku because the yeah, so they always still called him Zuko no matter what. So then, yeah. So All Might says, or actually, in the meeting thing, the principal Nezu says, this is a very bad. What do you mean? In, well, you all saw that power, that seal of Alcalco's cannons ones. Yeah, I was wondering, how did a kid like him, born quirkless, but was also born with a power of the most dangerous power in the universe? Well, we don't have a clear answer for that. But I do know that Zuko used to be a kind person when he was little, at like 3 years old. But then when that all changed when at age of 4. That's what I heard from Zumi. The She said that we were so blinded by seeing if he had a quirk or not. The Actually, Zuko does have a quirk in this what if. It's just the it's quite literally the similar to limiter her flames. Or actually it is called limiter flames. So it eliminate, or its main, it allows the user to limits a person's or any flames that's around it by like certain percentage. Like if he wants 0 flames for just style, every flame around him will be at that temperature. He has fire immunity too, so yeah. So yeah, but Zuko yeah. No, yeah. Zuko keeps going on it as actually detective tells, or it's still in the meeting thing. He did tell that Zuko, if he has that much power, we need to bring him back to the hero side. I mean, because between both sides, or between, it's just him disturbing the balance between good and evil. So we need to figure out a way to convince him. But there's also another problem, as the we need to discuss. As Nezu says that, what is a second problem? It's the creature inside the power. Because Zuko was born, and plus that power will turn his entire body into, or he will lose his humanity. He'll become a monster. That's also another. Okay. We need to figure out how to stop the. Well, based off of what Zumi said, that. And plus what. Of course, Mr. Aizawa says, well, I might share some lights on it, but I don't know actual details. But that Kirigiri tells us that he has the powers of a seal of orichalcos. It will allow him, or it transforms him, because his more negative that people give him, like then he'll lose his humanity, right? Yes. Well, we need to think positive to him. What do you mean? If we reverse the process and give him positivity, that will slow him down. Okay. That will probably work. Until we neutralize the power before it's too late. And now we're back, or now we're on, during that time, the villains. All for One says, good job, Zuko Midoriya. That's why I made the perfect call. Then the villains do, like, they're planning to ambush and like all that stuff. And Hero Killer Stain in this what if has got killed by Zuko because yeah, the he turned Hero Killer Stain into a card, or basically like a picture frame or picture, like a photograph, like picture kind. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a little device that takes pictures, and it has as the yeah. So basically Zuko was like killed him, turns him into a card, and puts him right on the wall as or actually then Dobby and the Toga shows up as Dobby says, "You must be the Zuko Midoriya that we all heard about. Um, the legendary Zuko." As Toga decides to, as Zuko stops her, or actually Dobby says stops her, as she did not know what she almost got into. As he says, or as Zuko comments, not that bad. And if you haven't stopped her, she would have probably been nailed to the wall. Like, look over there at the picture. As they walk over, and they see the, like, there's, in one of these pictures, they have, like, Hero Killer Stain as one of them. That's what I was trying to talk about. So, he said, Hero Killer Stain is in that. I turned him into that. Yeah. So then he is like a boss. Or he's a leader, but he is like he can turn people into cards things. So yeah. So Zuko, sent them out during the camp arc. And then so then Zuko ends up becoming a turkey. Sorry. So basically Zuko was waiting as Kirigiri keeps complimenting, like, you look wonderful today, and all the positive things to try to calm him down. Because of if one second of negativity causes the plus the Zuko can predict into the future. As he looks over at Musclear, as he says, or as Zuko says, you only have to grab one of those three. Do not kill any other one. Just capture them. Do you want to pick a fight with me? I know you're a leader, but you seem pretty pathetic. Bam. As everyone was shocked as the photograph casually falling onto the floor. As so so he picks up the paper, he walks over, puts it right next to the hero killer stain. As Abby looks over, or like, you weren't kidding when you said he's that picture. Yeah. So then, so Coda is safe and they do like their things. And then now it's All Might versus All for One. And plus it's also time for Zuko as when he got teleported away. As All Might actually won against All for One. And All for One before he got thrown in prison. Zuko's or All for One's now Kirigiri is going to make him sped up. Faster than it. As it was already too late. As they see the giant sized monster formed from Zuko's body. As he roars at everyone. I'm changing it. So he ate, or no, actually, the creature ate All for One. As he's went on a rampage. As All Might tries to punch Zuko around. As those two souls that were trapped in that portrait that I said, they have a use. So he ends up getting absorbed into the yeah, he gets absorbed into Zuku's body as he went on a rampage, destroying every building. As everybody's like, this is the end. And the as everyone was panicking. And the one thing that the creature left was his human skin. And as the Zuko, or actually Zuko's positivity of his humanity was inside of his quirk that was inside of his human, or I'm trying to say it, but Zuko was humanity restored to his, so his body ends up getting controlled like a Nomu. But instead of commanding him, Zuko's humanity told him to go beat around Zuko, or beat that creature. As everyone tried their hardest to try to beat Zuko. As All For One, or no, actually, All Might tells Zuko, or monster form, you know who I am, right? I'm your favorite idol, or Zuko. Let's please stop this. As nothing's working. As they were like, okay, we need to evacuate the entire area. So they did. But then one giant haymaker hits Zuko, or hits a monster's head, and sending it backwards into the water. As Zuko, or they were like, good job, All Might. Oh, that was not me. No, it was me. As they see a human Zuko, he developed a personality called the Nomu Zuko. Noble Zuko. That's his. As they could not believe it. As Zuko made his own suit of armor. How it's like how Momo used her creative quirk in order to defeat that power. So they were locked in battle. As he started to do this, it will hurt me then more than it's gonna hurt you. As he stabs the creature's head. As the monster herm, or the crystal that was underneath the skin, broke. As Zuko screams in like his monster form screamed, and like it roaring, like he was roaring louder than normal person as he shakes, as he as a crystal got destroyed, as the monster was locked away. The power got ripped out. As the Zuku's skin, or like his human skin, or like they see a soul brighter than Endeavor's flames, and went back into Zuku's body. As the monster got locked away, and Zuko falls into the water. And yeah, Zuko gets up, or he woke up in the hospital. As the Zuko actually did something, and Zuko ends up being like, he did grab the quirk, the search quirk from that when he ate All for One, and Zuko falls or went back into his human body. Yeah. So then he woke up from his, like, 2 days after, as they didn't like put like machine guns at him or anything like that. He just like now I'm powerless. Now only, but at least I have my quirk back. As Nezu was at there saying, "So you said your quirk's back. What is your quirk?" That's easy. Limit fire, or flame limiter, if you really wanted to call it. So Zuko ends up being free from his own power. He feels so free as he starts to tear up, as he's as Nezu says, "What's wrong?" Nothing's wrong. It's just I'm so happy that I'm free from being in the shackles of that power that I was born with. And Zumi and Bakugo thought he was truly dead. But then the only person, or the only two people that do know that he's still alive is that Zuko, or no, that is Nezu and or actually 4 people. Zuko, Or no, I mean Inko, Asashi, All Might, and Nezu know that Zuko is still alive. So, yeah. So he explains what happened when in that thing was that the quirk was actually hidden from the machine and by the yeah. So yeah, Zuko so Nezu says, I see. So your power hid your actual quirk from plain sight. Yeah. So and plus as the how it evolved into a new power called positivity. So it absorbs. It works like how Momo's creation quirk works, but more positivity going. Or instead of like me having to feast on something, I can absorb positivity. Like every time I get positivity thrown at me, then I can gain like bigger and bigger stuff. Wow, from my hands. Let's start things off small. No. As they asked him politely, how's your day going? And that's positivity. As they see a small, oh, like 3 miles, 5 inches toothbrush that formed from his hand. As they're like, man. So it's just the positivity thing, right? Yeah. Plus with my limit flames thing mixed with it, I can also do. It makes my flames go, or I can control what size of positivity is too. So I can make it bigger than a planet. Ooh boy. So yeah. So then he ends up in like he's fully healed from his. He could not believe. He actually did give back the one of the pussycats' quirks back to her. Huh? Without having to deal with the negativity. So yeah, then so plus now the creature that was or actually inside Zuko's pocket, he pulled out 3 photos. Hero Killer Stain, Muscular, and All for One. Yeah. So they're like, Hey Nezu, is there, or actually, let's say a detective was there, or he says, hey detective, can you do me a favor? Sure. Can you lock these 3 prisoners up? Those are just photos. As he takes a deeper look, and okay, sure. How did you get these 3 photos? Well, remember the power of Seal of Orichalcos one? Yeah. Well, it allowed me, when I used to have it, when I wielded that power, it allowed me to also take humans, like people that I don't like, I turn them into cards or into those. So you're basically seeing them inside of like photos. Whoa. As every pro hero, it's like, wait, including Stars and Stripes, is like, man, so if that much power, or you could be the most dangerous person. Yeah. So then, yeah, because he did destroy the everything, he actually did, like, he did fix up his mistakes of turning other people to cards. And the only, like, the villains were, they stayed in there. Yeah. Then the whole thing goes kablooey. Yeah. But the funny part was that Momo had a crush on him when he was at age of 3. So yeah, she fell in love with him and finally asks him out to go get married to her. And yeah. And Minko says, not without me, because I have a crush on him too. So, but they both, yeah. This is the end. Please leave a like, share, subscribe. Peace.